Okay, good morning to all of you. So last class we have seen the definition of potential at a point. Can you revise, Mohammed, definition of potential at any point in the field of a charge?
Potential at a point is defined as the amount of work done in bringing that charge from infinity to that point in the electric field without acceleration.
Okay. So we are going to derive the equation. The derivation is very important one. Okay. Suppose you have a charge here that is plus Q. It produces its field around it. P is a point at a distance r from the charge. P is a point at a distance r from the charge where you want to find out the potentials. Okay. So by definition, the potential at this point is defined as the amount of work done in bringing a unit charge from infinity to that point. So I am going to consider other 2 points here. Suppose we are taking a point here A. A point A is considered here. Point A is at a distance, say x from the point charge. Point A is at a distance x from the point charge. If we place a unit positive charge at the point A, a plus 1 coulomb charge is placed at the point A, you can find out the direction of electric field and force acting on it. So what is the electric field at the point A by plus 2 charge which is at the origin? Point number 1, electric field at the point A by plus 2 charge which is at the origin is 1 by 1.4 by x square. If direction is radiating out, is the direction of electric field. If we place a unit positive charge at that point, if we place a unit positive charge at the point A, it experiences a force. It experiences a force. So what will be the force on a unit positive charge at A? F is equal to Q into E, but Q is equal to 1. So 1 into E, force is same as electric field. So the direction of force is also in this direction. So which is equal to 1 by 4 corresponds to Q by x square. If you write in vector form, F vector is equal to, you can put x cap. Here also you can put x cap for direction of electric field. Point number 3, what we want to do, we want to move a unit positive charge from A to a point B here. A to B to a small displacement dx vector. So you want to move a unit positive charge from A to B to a small displacement dx vector. What is the work done for this? That is to be calculated. So work done to move unit positive charge plus 1 coulomb charge from A to B. Can calculate dW is equal to F vector dot dx vector. F vector is toward right side, displacement is toward left side. Displacement vector. So this is equal to F vector can written as vector dot dx vector. This is F dx cos 190. Cos 190 is minus 1. So dW is equal to minus F dx. So what is the total work done? Now the point A is taken to infinity. The point A is taken to infinity and the point B is coming to the point P. A is taken to infinity, A is going to infinity and B is coming to the point P. So total work done to bring unit positive charge from infinity. A is now at infinity, B is merging with P. So next point, total work done. Total work done to bring unit positive charge from infinity to the point P. W equal to integral dW from infinity to the point P. W value is given there minus Fdx from infinity to the point P. Infinity to infinite distance है, point P certain distance R. I'm taking this. Substitute the value of F from here. Value of F is your magnitude is written here. So this is equal to integral minus 1/4 from 0 divided by x square dx from infinity to R. From infinity to R. I think all of you have reached. So integrating the remaining part, constant can be taken also on the top here and there. So total work done equal to minus 1/4 epsilon 2 is also outside. Integral 1 by x square dx. Integral 1 by x square. That is x square minus 2dx. Power out can be minus 2 plus 1 upon minus 2 plus 1. X square minus 1 upon minus 2 is minus 1 upon x. We write this is infinity to R. So this is minus 1 by x from infinity to R. Minus become plus 2 divided by 4 epsilon 0. 1 by R minus 1 by infinity, 1 by infinity. So this is the work done to bring a unit positive charge from infinity to this point. And this is equal to 1 by 4 epsilon 0 q divided by R. This work done is defined as the potential at the point P. The last point conclusion. So potential at the point P. Therefore potential at the point P is AB is equal to 1 by 4 by R or K Q by R. To plot a variation, the graph will be like this. Inverse proportion, rectangular hyperbola graph will be obtained. Okay, so the graph pattern will be like this. So what will be the potential at infinity? As for the equation, when R is infinity, potential at infinity is also taken as 0. So define and derive the equation for potential at any point. So this is the definition. Work done in bringing a unit charge from infinity to that point without any acceleration, and the value at the point is V equal to KQ by R. Potential is a scalar quantity. If you are having plus Q charge, potential on the point V will be positive. If it is a negative charge, then potential at the point will be negative. So potential for a positive charge at a point is positive, potential for a negative charge at a point is negative. Okay? If Q is positive, potential is positive. If Q is negative, potential is negative. Next is potential due to a group of point charges. Suppose you have more than one charge, 2 charges, 3 charges, 4 charges, etc. How to find out the total potential at a point? So total potential at a point due to a group of point charges can be calculated by using superposition principle. So here we have to take simply the algebraic sum. Positive charge का potential positive है, negative charge का potential negative है. सबको algebraic sum करना है. Sign to be considered. The next point. Potential due to a group of point charges. Potential due to a group of point charges. Superposition principle. So remember, potential at a point due to positive charge is positive, due to negative charge is negative. You have to find out total potential at point P by a group of point charges, say Q1, Q2, Q3, etc. Q1 is at a distance R1 from the point, Q2 is at a distance R2, and Q3 is at a distance R3. So total potential at point P due to a group of point charges is equal to the algebraic sum of the potential at that point due to the individual charges. First one ka potential plus second ka potential, third ka potential, etc. The potential at the point P by first charge is not influenced by the potential of the second one, and that is not influenced by the third one. All are doing their own potential independent of each other, but you have to take care of positive charge potential is positive, negative charge potential is negative. So in this description, we have taken all positive charges. Numerical mein negative charge asked. So here Q1, Q2, Q3 all are taken as positive. So total potential is P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus etc. That is K Q1 by R1 plus K Q2 by R2 plus K Q3 by R3 plus etc. There is no vector sign anywhere. It's not a vector addition. It is the algebraic sum. It is the algebraic sum. No vector addition anywhere. Okay. Numerical number 1. Suppose you want to find out potential at the midpoint of an electric dipole. What will be its value? You can do in the copy. All of you make the diagram. Diagram number 1. You have an electric dipole, a system of two charges at A minus two charges here, at B plus two charges kept there. What the total potential at the midpoint? Total distance of the electric dipole is A, half distance to the midpoint, half distance is A, next half distance. What is the total potential at the midpoint of the line joining a system of two charges minus Q and plus Q separated by two-way distance? Are you doing the copy? I'm not getting response.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the starting is like this. First point, total potential. Total potential at O equal to V1 plus V2 by superposition. Because we have only two charges, so V1 plus V2. So what is V1 first charge? What is V2 by second charge? Next point. Potential at O by minus Q degrees at A that is characterized as V1. Minus Q वाला charge का potential at O. That is 1 by 4 epsilon 0. It is minus Q divided by R. This is A. Minus Q लगाना. Similarly, potential at O by plus Q charge is at B. That is V2 1 by 4 epsilon 0. That is plus Q divided by A. So substituting this value in equation number 1. So this is V1 plus V2 and that is equation number 1. These are the values substituted in equation number 1. So 2 in 1 case, total potential is minus 1 by 4 epsilon 2 divided by A plus 1 by 4 epsilon 2 by A. The potential at the center point is 0. Potential at the midpoint of the line joining two equal and similar charge is equal to 0. Can you tell me, is there any electric field at the point O? Anyone? Lakshya? Is there any electric field at the midpoint?
No, sir.
Joyit? Mohammed? Is there an electric field at this midpoint?
Yes, sir.
Sir, it is there.
Electric field is there. Electric field is the vector addition. Electric field is the force acting on a unit positive charge placed at the midpoint. Minus Q charge will exert a force, plus Q charge will exert a force. There will be net electric field at the point. We have already calculated. So at the midpoint, here electric field is existing, but potential is equal at this point. You may get numerical one mark question. Is there any condition where electric field is existing but potential is equal to 0? This is the case. Okay, next one, next example. You got to find out if this is a board question. Find the potential at the center of a square where 4 charges are placed at the corners of a square. Next numerical. Numerical number 2. Here plus Q charge, and plus Q charge, and here minus Q charge. What is the total potential at the center of the square of side A? This point A, B, C, and D. There are 4 charges. Four charges are placed at the corners of a square of side A. Find the total potential at the center. So 4 charges are there. So total potential point number 1 will write B equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus V4. Total potential point number 1. Total potential B equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus V4. Okay. 4 charges V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus V4. V1 point A, V2 point B, V3 by point C, D like this you can recognize. So this is by SPP. You have to take the algebraic sum. Second point, potential, write separately. Potential at O by plus Q, which is at A, that is marked as V1. Value is equal to KQ divided by A. What is the distance? A by root. Corner to the center distance. Corner distance is root to A. So it is A by root 2. Similarly, potential at O by plus Q, which is at B. The value is the same. B2. It is minus Q charge. You have to put minus sign. KQ divided by A by root 2. Similarly, by plus Q, which is at C, V3 equal to plus KQ divided by A by root 2. Similarly, plus Q at D, V4 equal to, that is also plus KQ divided by A by root 2. This numerical can be, you can give it in a different way. Any type of values can be placed at the corners. So we mark V1, V2, V3, V4, only one charge is negative, so that potential is negative. So substitute all these in equation number 1. So total potential will be equal to your values. KQ divided by A by root 2. Next one is minus sign. KQ divided by A by root 2. Next one is plus KQ divided by A by root 2 plus KQ divided by A by root 2. One value will be cancelled. Equal to 1 and 2. 2 KQ divided by A by root 2. That is 2 root 2 KQ by A from the whole. Can write the unit. Anyone? Any problem with this?
No, sir.
Okay. So this was a good question. And if from this, if you want, you can change and give one more part in this just to recognize. Same diagram will be there. So that will act as numerical number 3. If I am going to change the charge at D as minus Q, you have to tell me what will be the value of potential at O. Okay. At just now at D plus Q charge is there. So I am going to replace it by minus Q charge. Then what will be there? What is the potential at center now? Same step you have to follow. All the steps should be like this, then only you get the full mark. All the steps should be there. So first is total potential equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus V4, you are right by SPP. Then potential at O by plus Q at A, V1. AQ divided by A by root 2. That is positive itself. P may negative A, so should be right minus AQ divided by A by root 2. Third one V3 plus A KQ by A by root 2. Where we have to change? Potential at O by plus Q at D. That is negative charge we place, so here minus. So it will be minus. It will be minus. So in this equation, first one is positive, second one is negative, third one is positive, fourth one is negative. So what will be the net potential at O? Net potential at O? Anyone?
So 0.
KQ by A by root 2 cancel. This also will cancel. Total potential at the center point is equal to 0. Total potential at the center point is equal to 0 point. So this is the way how to find out total potential at any point. Okay. Next important point, define electron volt and how is it related to potential energy. How is it related to Joule? Next important point, because next derivation is potential due to an electric dipole, that is slightly lengthy, that I cannot complete today. So that will do. So remaining time I will explain what is electron volt, very important one mark question, and what is its relation with the Joule. Electron volt, and you know the definition of potential difference now. Electron volt is the unit of energy in nuclear or atomic physics. Okay, we write like this: electron volt is the unit of energy in atomic unit of energy. Unit of energy in atomic physics or nuclear physics, where Joule is SI unit of energy. So there are many convenient units of energy we used in different cases. For example, electrical energy consumption that we are consuming. Okay, so domestic electric energy consumption unit is not Joule or electron volt, that is a kilowatt hour. So in different cases we use different units of energy for our convenience. So electron volt is the unit of energy especially we employ in atomic or nuclear physics. Consider 2 points A and B, and these points are under a potential difference V. Means work done in moving a unit charge from one point to another point is V. Suppose you want to move a charge Q. You want to move from a point A to B. What is work done? Work done to move a charge from A to B is equal to Q into V. V stands for work done for unit charge. Q charge लेके जाने के लिए work done is Q into V. This work done will impart kinetic energy to the charge if it is moving with velocity. Therefore, if kinetic energy is 1 by half v square, according to work energy theorem, work done is equal to energy, that is Q capital V equal to half v square. This is one of the most important equations here. So when a charge is accelerated through a potential difference capital V, it acquires kinetic energy that is half mv square, very important relation. Q is equal to half mv square. In this case, if an electron is moving, Q is equal to E, then the equation changes to E V is equal to half mv square. What is stands for magnetic. And in this condition, I am applying if V equal to 1 volt, if there is a potential difference in the electron is moving, then what is the kinetic energy required? E 1 equal to half mv square. This kinetic energy is called 1 electron volt. So 1 electron volt is the kinetic energy acquired by an electron when it is accelerated to a potential difference of 1 volt. Okay. So 1 electron volt is the kinetic energy acquired by electron when it is accelerated through a potential difference of 1 volt. So what is the kinetic energy? So that kinetic energy is 1 by here. So kinetic energy equal to half mv square. This is when potential difference is 1 volt is equal to E to 1 joule. That is 1.60 minus 9 joule. This is known as this kinetic energy is known as 1 electron volt. 1 electron volt is equal to 1.60 to 10 to the power of minus 19 joule. Now my next question is, अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन है, so कौन सा साइड में जाएंगे? Will it tend to move from low potential to high potential or high potential low potential? This was about question. Suppose A is given high potential positive and B is given as negative potential. Which direction electron will tend to move? Anyone?
E to A.
B to A, because it is electron in negatively charged particle, so low potential, and it goes to high potential. So electron always tend to go from low potential to high potential. When it is moving like this, kinetic energy will be there. And what is their kinetic energy? When potential difference is 1 volt is known as 1 electron volt. It is 1.60 to the power of minus 19 joule. So next heading is potential due to an electric dipole at any point general. So you are already familiar with electric field due to dipole along its axial line, equatorial line. Here we are not saying any equatorial axial line, any point. If it makes an angle theta with the dipole moment, any point we find out the potential at any point due to dipole. It's an important point. So that I think we'll continue in the next class only. Okay, just inform others also. That means from the next class onwards, that means today onwards, you are to join with the school ID for the class. Okay, if somebody is there, if somebody is contacting you, just inform them. Okay, thank you.